Is your Subaru having air conditioning problems? Today we're going to be talking about a document that Subaru released. They're having apparently fixing the air conditioning and it's coming back and it's a constant thing. Technical service bulletins are like they're having a reoccurring problem. So we're going to talk about your Subaru air conditioning problem now. We'll look at the official Subaru document at the end. Let's get started.
If your Subaru has weak cabin cooling, mechanics use a manifold gauge set to confirm a refrigerant charge failure. This simple tool immediately identifies if your air conditioning system has lost its pressurized gas. I will reveal the exact manufacturer failure codes and the final repair costs at the end of this video. First, we need to look at why these modern systems lose their charge so easily. Many drivers assume warm air means they have a dead compressor or a broken cabin blend door. This wrong assumption often leads to wasting money on expensive electrical parts you do not actually need. Modern automotive air conditioning relies on precise system pressures to transition refrigerant between liquid and gas states. This continuous phase change absorbs cabin heat and releases it through the front condenser. Subaru vehicles from 2015 through 2025 use highly volatile refrigerants like R134A and the newer R1234YF. The molecular structure of R1234YF is extremely small, allowing it to migrate through tiny microscopic pathways. Natural engine vibrations gradually loosen the mechanical joints connecting the rubber hoses to aluminum pipes. Refrigerant gas easily permeates through the porous rubber hoses over several years of standard driving. Some vehicles also left the assembly plant with a slight undercharge of refrigerant from the factory. Without a full charge, the compressor cannot build enough pressure to drop vent temperatures below 50 degrees. These tiny leaks are notoriously difficult to find because they leave no oily residue or visible traces. Traditional soap bubble tests and basic UV dyes often fail to reveal these microscopic escape points. To solve this, technicians use the advanced Robinair LD7 infrared leak detector during their inspection. This tool detects leaks as tiny as 1/100th of an ounce per year using infrared sensors. The technician must move the sensor probe incredibly slowly at 1 to 2 inches per second. They hold the tip exactly 1/4 inch away from every connection to catch escaping gas. The physical inspection focuses heavily on the high-pressure line connection at the cabin expansion valve. Technicians also check the welded joints on the liquid line and the condenser face. Because refrigerant gas is heavier than air, it naturally settles in low-lying areas under the hood. Mechanics must check the evaporator drain tube and the interior dashboard vents for any trace of gas. Subaru explicitly warns technicians never to discharge or recharge the system before running initial tests. Mechanics must first measure the center vent temperatures and connect pressure gauges to verify the drop. If the mechanic cannot find a physical leak, they must initiate a specific manufacturer escalation process. They contact Subaru Techline and the district service manager to document the unidentifiable system failure. Owners online report hearing a distinct hissing sound from behind the glove box when turning on the AC. Others notice the passenger side vents blow colder air than the vents on the driver's side. Subaru recently introduced a new one-time fail code to track these mysterious refrigerant loss cases. The new fail code CHR replaces the old AVA code for unidentifiable leak concerns. If your car is out of warranty, an independent shop charges about $260 to $310. This covers the cost of a professional system evacuation, vacuum testing, and a fresh refrigerant recharge. A dealership will charge between $425 and $500 for the same diagnosis and recharge. They follow the exact technical service bulletin protocols to document the issue for future coverage. If they find a physical leak, replacing a component like a condenser will increase the bill. Replacing the condenser or damaged lines typically costs between $535 and $1,130. Has your Subaru experienced weak air conditioning or a mysterious hissing sound from the dashboard vents? Tell us about your experience in the comments below, and please like and subscribe for more.
There we go. Hopefully you know more now than you did before. We're going to check out that PDF now. All right, this is our official document from Subaru. I'm going to kind of scroll, read anything I see that's important, and you can pause and read the whole thing if you want. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Basically, they're saying to make sure we don't have comebacks, go ahead and do it like this. That's like a diagram. It's giving you more information there. Boom. Serious injury. Here's a very specific Subaru tool they're using. That's something you wouldn't know. What else we got? Looks like a little diagnostic tree. That is a process. So much of a process they had to make a technical service bulletin. Lots of good stuff in there. If you're a Subaru owner with a poorly working air conditioning system, I bet you'd be interested in reading all of this. 1.7 hours to charge, diagnosis, and top off. There you go. Directly from Subaru, guys. So hope you learned something. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.